Coming up, Iowa football is back this weekend.
And later, former Vice President Biden and President Trump go head-to-head for the last time before Election Day.
Welcome to DITV Now, your flash update on all the biggest headlines coming out of the Daily Iowa newsroom. I'm your host, Elizabeth Neruda.
And I'm Danny Whiskeyman.
Tomorrow is the first game day for the Iowa Hawkeyes. You can feel the excitement in the air, so we went out on the streets of Iowa City to see how students feel about the upcoming season.
I guess I'm excited to get out of my apartment and do things that a normal college student would do. It's kind of unfortunate because I think the COVID numbers are going to go up.
I'm excited because I'm a transfer student, so I'm excited to see what Iowa City's like on game days.
I'm really in it for the tailgating, and I'm not excited that it's going to be cold, but it will be nice to have something fun to do besides stay inside on weekends.
Iowa's on the road to take on the Purdue Boilermakers in the first game of the Big Ten only season. One former Iowa legend says he owes his career to a game against Purdue back in 2002. 3 catches, 2 touchdowns, 1 game Dallas Clark will never forget.
I am talking to you because of that play. Like literally, I think my life changed after that play.
Head coach Kirk Ferentz is worried about starting the season late, but he knows that every team is dealing with the same situation.
It's just, there's a reason why you train. There's a reason why you train, and it allows you to practice better, and hopefully practice allows you to, play better. But, I think we're all, the one thing about that topic, everybody's dealt with the same challenges. And
Iowa got the best of Purdue in last year's battle, but this is a completely different Iowa team. With a new quarterback and no home field advantage, the Hawks will be tested on week 1, but the team's unity won't be. While it's unclear what the team will do during the national anthem, they will be a united front.
He's going to give us the option to either kneel or stand, but at the same time, we are a team where we all want to do it together. On Saturday, players will have the option if they want to kneel, they'll kneel. If they want to stand, they'll stand. But we'll still, hold hands and have hands on shoulders.
With so many variables at play going into the season, it's hard to predict what will happen on Saturday. Both teams have amazing offenses and great wide receivers, but Iowa versus Purdue has always been a contested battle.
Last night, President Donald Trump and Democratic nominee Joe Biden took the stage for the final time before Election Day. Both campaigns seem to have a strategy this time after the last debate was criticized as being unorganized. Biden pointed out Trump's shortfalls in office, while Trump called out Biden for not doing enough during his time as VP. The biggest issue addressed was COVID-19 as the United States is bracing for a third wave.
What I would say is I'm going to shut down the virus, not the country. It's his ineptitude that caused the country to have to shut down in large part. Why businesses have gone under, why schools are closed, why so many people have lost their living, and why they're concerned.
It will go away, and as I say, we're rounding the turn, we're rounding the corner. It's going away.
Healthcare is a hot topic this election cycle. Trump wants to cut the Affordable Care Act, but doesn't have a replacement plan. However, Biden believes his new plan, Biden Care, is the best option for Americans.
What I'm going to do is pass Obamacare with a public option. Become Biden Care. Not one single person with private insurance would lose their insurance under my plan, nor did they under Obamacare.
Trump used his final comments to attack Biden for wanting to raise taxes and add regulations. Biden ended the debate saying, quote, "I'm going to give you hope," end quote. Over 45 million Americans have already cast their ballot in the 2020 election. This shatters the number of votes at this time in 2016. If you're watching from Johnson County, early voting ends today at the Iowa Memorial Union, but you can vote at satellite locations in Iowa City or at your polling place on Election Day.
Iowa Auditor Rob Sand has accused Governor Kim Reynolds of misusing $21 million in pandemic relief from the CARES Act. The CARES Act was a $2.2 trillion stimulus package passed back in March to help states with financial needs due to the pandemic. Sand has found that Reynolds used part of the stimulus package to pay for a computer program that was not within the CARES Act criteria.
Unsurprisingly, a new computer system for the state of Iowa isn't really responsive to the pandemic in the same way that testing or contact tracing is. At the end of the day, you can't take money that is supposed to be relieving the impacts of a global pandemic and just put it into a new software system because you want to.
Reynolds denied that she misspent the funds and is looking to get the findings of the investigation reevaluated by the Inspector General.
If you were hoping for the 70s to stick around a little bit more, you're out of luck. This weekend, we'll see highs around 43 degrees and lows around 28 degrees.
Thanks for tuning in to DITV Now.
We'll be back next week with all the latest from the University of Iowa, Iowa City, and Hawkeye Nation. From Iowa City, I'm Danny Whiskeyman.
And I'm Elizabeth Neruda. Have a great weekend.